Sup nerds, I'm Tom.
I'm Wes.
And we're taking a look at Clank Sunken Treasure expansion by Renegade Games, the first expansion for Clank. So this expansion introduces a new board, and it gives you water.
There's a Ziploc baggie with water in the bag.
I know.
Or the box.
So the water on the board is basically just, if you ever end your turn in a water space, you have to come up for air, which means if on the... the other way around. If you start your turn in a water space, you have to come up for air, which means sometime during your turn, you have to come to a place that's not a water space.
Unless you have scuba gear, which is a new thing that you can buy from the market.
Right.
Which is no longer a part of the board. It's its own little thing. And that's like that in all the other Clanks other than the base game. But this is the game that introduced the separate board for the market.
Mm-hmm. Right, but if you don't ever come up for air, you actually take a damage. And if you ever were to take a damage and you don't have any cubes left, like they're all in the bag or the Clank area, you're actually eliminated. And we're saying that, you said this is introduced the market board. It also introduced the Clank as a symbol on the board itself.
Yeah, noisy places to go.
Right, because obviously we're recording this after we've played the other expansions. We already have our thoughts on the Clank base game, the Mummy one, the
Clank in Space,
Clank in Space Apocalypse, and was Clank Expeditions Golden Silk. So we did this out of order, but it is also kind of interesting to go back to older expansions and be like, oh yeah, don't you remember when this was a new thing?
Yeah. And this does, I don't think, this is the only one that has water in it.
Right.
So it does have uniqueness to it. It's not like this, they added it, but everything else has. Like, there is new stuff. And this is actually my favorite side of the board because it has, like, the waterfall thing where you can, early on, like, dive way down underwater first off. Because especially, it's fun to do because it's new. And two, it is a somewhat legitimate strategy to run down, grab something, and get out while everyone else is still just trying to get down there.
But also, you take 3 Clank in doing so.
Yeah.
And you're in the water. So more likely than not, start of your next turn, you're going to need to come up for air. It also comes with new cards and a new thing that you can fight, the goldfish. So kind of like the Mummy expansion, now there's 2 little things that are always there that you can fight. But I will say that the new cards, nothing is spectacular. Nothing really jumps out. Some of them pertain to you have to be in underwater to do these things, like fight this only in the crystal cave or flooded room. But there's nothing like super duper crazy cool in the cards. But you get more of them, so different cards.
I would say I think the best thing this expansion adds is a new map. And like again, new cards are great. It's always nice just to have a variety. That's what the biggest problem with deck builders is, because we like them so much. Like Star Realms is one of my favorite deck builders ever, but it's at the point that like until they release more stuff, we always hit the point where we're like, all right, we do this and this and this, and nothing's new. Nothing's like, oh, what does that do? Oh, that's cool. It's just, it's known. It is known. So adding new cards is always good, but just having another board to play on is the best, just to add variety to it, because while the cards may become familiar, it's a new board every time, new route, so you don't just get, all right, I go here, I get this thing, and then I get back out. Well, that made a mess.
On the flip side, though, over here, the one with the big ship here, the market is all clumped together here. And I do have to say, I think I prefer the market being together like that. In a lot of the other expansions and in Clank in Space, there's just market spaces all over the place. I feel like you're actually going to a market here. Especially these like treasure chests. You're going to the area where the treasure is hidden to get the stuff. There are also spaces on the board that are 2 movement or scuba suit. So the scuba suit is not only helping you with damage, it's also helping you facilitate more movement.
So if you have Clank and you love it, there's no reason not to pick this expansion up. I'd probably pick this one up after the Mummy expansion. I like that one a little bit more. It's a little bit more unique. But it is still nice just to add more boards, more cards, and more stuff to what I think is really an amazing game.
So if you want to know the buying order for just Clank, not including Clank in Space, base game, Mummy
first?
Base game, Mummy, this, then Expeditions Golden Silk.
For now, there's probably more expansions in the future, but...
In which case, this video will be so dated.
So if you're interested in picking up a copy of this expansion, we will have a purchase link in the description box for not only this, but all of the games in the Clank series, with links to all of our reviews of the games in the Clank series.
And while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you'll never be bored.
So if you're interested in picking this up, we will have a purchase link in the description box down below for this game, for that game. We'll also have links to our other our videos of the Clank series. We'll have pictures of ourselves playing Clank. We'll have pictures of ourselves clanking things.
You want to start that over?
Yeah.